everyone, so for this video I decided to just sit on my bed, and yeah, I feel like you guys haven't really seen much of my room besides my clothing racks, which are on both sides. But yeah, I just decided to sit on my bed today since this is going to be an advice video, and I don't know, I felt like being comfortable because I usually stand. So on Instagram I asked you guys to comment advice topics that you just need help on or some guidance on, and I would try and answer a few, I don't know, of them in this video. So yeah, this video is solely for you guys. Obviously I'm not an expert at advice. This is just, I feel like it helps to have other people's opinions on certain things that you're struggling with or you're just confused about. So this is just my opinion. I'm not a professional advice giver at all. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's just get started. So since it is kind of the summer nearing, not really, to the new school year, I got a lot of questions on freshman advice or starting high school, those kind of things. And okay, so I am going to be a junior in high school. That sounds really weird, but I am. I still feel like a little bit of a freshman, but basically, the main thing I can say to you, it was kind of a long time ago, not really, but like it's hard for me to remember middle school. All I know is that it's a lot more freeing. High school is a lot more freeing, you're a lot more independent, you don't have as much guidance from teachers and guidance, well I mean you can, but it's not like they don't care about you as much, but it's your time to start being yourself and doing things on your own and not having a teacher, like, you know, change your grade or something, or give you extra credit because your parents called because you have a bad grade and you don't want a D in your class. Like, a lot of teachers don't do that in high school. It's your time to really work hard and prove yourself to yourself and to colleges and all that kind of stuff. That sounded so like scary, but honestly, it's just so much more freeing. That is the best word I can describe high school as compared to middle school and just other things. It's not scary at all. The first day is a little bit scary, but the second day you're in the hang of it. Orientation, I definitely recommend going through your schedule at orientation. If you do that, I believe every school does orientation. But yeah, I definitely recommend that. That helped a lot with figuring the school out. I thought my school was literally like a museum whenever I was a freshman, and now it's literally a circle to me. It's a literal just circle to me now, even though I don't know why it felt like a literal maze whenever I was a freshman. But yeah, that's honestly the best tips. I got a lot of questions on that, so that's why I'm kind of taking a longer time explaining this. Honestly, that's all I can really say. I mean, I'm probably missing something, but like, friend-wise, yeah, your friends, you're gonna drift. I drifted from a lot of my friends, but you also find your true friends through it all, which I really love. So never worry about like losing friends and having no one. Like, when you lose friends, you're gonna find other ones. It's just part of life. Advice on body positivity and loving yourself. Not a cliche answer. I'll try not to be cliche. Body positivity, I feel like it's honestly a pretty hard thing to be positive about your body. But at the end of the day, you really got to think of it as this is your only body you're ever going to have. So you either work on it and make it something you want, or you deal with it. You deal with your flaws. You deal with things that you don't like about yourself. And also another thing is, you could stand in front of the mirror for an hour and literally point out every single flaw you think you have. And I bet to your loved one, your friend, your family, they would not think of any of those things as flaws, or maybe like most of those things they wouldn't think as flaws. So I feel like you are definitely your hardest critic when it comes to a lot of things, and definitely with your body and just being positive about it. So you got to think about that at the end of the day, that like everyone has their issues, and you definitely shouldn't compare yourself to models who look like they have perfect bodies, which they don't. With loving yourself, I feel like that's not a personal state of mind. Did that even make sense? Like, the bottom line is, like, you have to love yourself. To let anyone in your life, you have to love yourself. To have a relationship with someone, whether it be a boy or a girl, you have to love yourself to be comfortable with someone else loving you. So especially with like dating and all that kind of stuff, you just have to have that confidence inside of you, which I know is very, very hard, and it takes a while, especially as teenagers with all the crap that's going on in our lives. It's hard, and I know it, and I know people judge and all that kind of stuff. How to keep up with goals and accomplish them. Okay, for me, I feel like I run on goals. In my life, I don't know if it's everyone, but I I set goals for myself every single day, and when I don't accomplish them, I kind of feel not worthless, but that I just, not bad about myself, but you know, just that feeling of like, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I accomplish it? I wanted it so badly. It's just, and you know, it feels so good in the end. You know, when you accomplish something, it feels so good in the end, and I just keep that in mind, that no matter how hard it is to get to the finish line of that goal, you just have to do it. You have to have the mindset of, okay, I'm gonna finish it. You can't have the mindset of, no, it's not gonna happen, it's never gonna happen, that's so out of reach. You just have to have that goal for everything, and if you have that mindset, I promise you 99.9% of the time that goal will come true, or that goal will happen, and you will accomplish that goal. You just have to have the right mindset of it. You have to have that push to make you do it. So just whatever it is, just know the outcome of it, and I feel like if you're just positive through it all, that goal will be accomplished, honestly. So someone asked, high school experience and your thoughts, plus how you stay positive with schoolwork and tests. Okay, so for me, my high school experience, I've only had 2 years of high school. I go to a public school. Yeah, I don't do like online or private or anything like that. For me, personally, with people, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm not like antisocial, but I'm one of those people where it's like I stick to like, it's not like I'm obsessed with my friends, but like when I find a good group of people, I'm like obsessed with them. Like I just only want to hang out with them, and I'm very hard to like get to know. I'm like a tough cookie to break, if that's the word. I don't know. I'm very hard of it. I keep everything to myself, and so whenever I find people that I truly feel like I can open up to, I just cling to them. I adore them so much. And so when it comes to people, I'm not really for the whole popular thing. Like I could care less about the popular people. I don't even know if that exists in high school. I don't really think it does. But I mean, yeah, there's people that are like more known and all that, but like who even cares? Like who cares? Literally out of like 2 more years, like nothing will matter. Like, oh yeah, tell your kids you were popular in high school. That's basically all. Like, it's not like, oh, how was your high school? Oh yeah, I was popular. Like, no one does that. Like, being popular does not matter at all. At all. Like, it really doesn't. You just really have to focus on yourself. I've learned to really, honestly, just focus on myself and what's best for me. I don't give in to peer pressure. I don't smoke. I don't drink or anything like that. And I feel like that's a really big thing in high school. It's just peer pressure. It's all around you. There's a lot that goes on in high school, and it's just so important to stick true to yourself. Stick true to yourself and just know who you are and know your boundaries, and you'll have a pretty good year, you know? Don't let anyone bully you, judge you. Someone said, what do you do when you and your best friend like the same guy? Number 1, don't let the guy get in between you guys. I feel like if you're a big enough of a person, and let's say you're the one, so it's you and your friend, and let's say your friend has a more connection, or he likes her more than you have to be the bigger person and not get pissed about it and not get mad at her about it, because it's not her fault. It's not your fault that you guys both like the same person and the guy is more attracted to your friend than you. Like, you can't let that get in the way of friendships, because friendships are way more important than boys. Boys will always be there, but you need that solid friendship to last through high school, to just always have that backup and all that stuff, and just have people around you that you love and you care about and all that, you know? So I feel like the #1 thing is just don't let it get in between you and your friend. I see that way too many times, boys getting in between you and your friend. Don't let it be the end of the world. Like, yeah, you may be in love with this guy, but if it's not meant to happen, it's not meant to happen. You'll find someone later on in life, I swear. I'm comfortable with public speaking. I feel like I'm not the best for this, because personally I like to believe that I'm pretty good at public speaking. I don't know. I think I'm good at it though, because I do this. I film YouTube videos in front of a camera like 3 times a week. And, you know, whenever I public speak, I just see people. Like, honestly, when I'm looking at these questions and I'm seeing this girl's profile picture, I'm picturing that I'm talking to her. So with public speaking, it's just kind of like YouTube to me. So with that being said, I still stutter up on my words though, especially when it's certain topics that you have to talk about and stuff. I totally understand that. But with the nervousness and the remembering, it's just, you gotta know what you're talking about, first of all. You can't just go up there and wing it. You have to have a plan, have a intro, a conclusion, and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that helps a lot. If you have an intro and a conclusion to your public speaking, I feel like the middle part can just be like whatever the heck you want, but to make it strong, and like, let's say if it's for a class, or to just wow an audience, you have to have a good intro and conclusion just to know and just make that full circle, you know? And I feel like that really helps. And with the shaking and with the nervousness, honestly, what I like to do is I like to look above everyone's heads, and it looks like you're looking at them, but you're not. So that's another thing that I do a lot. A couple of you guys asked about peer pressure. I know I touched on that in another question, I don't remember it, but with peer pressure once again, one, I've never smoked, one, I've never drank any of that, and I feel like peer pressure, if you surround yourself with the right people, then you'll be fine with it. Like, yeah, maybe you hang out with people that like to party, you like to smoke, you like to drink, but if they don't influence you and they don't force you to do it, then there's no problem with it. But if you're with people that are like, hey, come on, do it, you know, and forcing you to do it and saying you're like a prude or you're not cool and stuff, that's when, you know, you have to stop. You have to stop being friends with them. That's just, it's not okay. I don't agree with it at all if you're forcing someone on someone. No means no, and I don't know why people don't understand that. Just surrounding yourself with good people, and if you are in that situation that you didn't know you were gonna be in it, you know, because that happens sometimes, you have to stick to your morals, stick to what you want to do and you don't want to do, and no means no. Like, literally, if they don't understand the word no, then walk away. And then there's a lot that are like how to not be bullied, how to not, or ignore comments from rude people, being positive through like people, like, you know, all that, the joys in life of being bullied or being judged and all that. And I've never really experienced it. Well, yeah, if I've ever experienced someone judging me, it's definitely because of my YouTube, which, it's not sucky, I kind of take it as a compliment, but it's annoying. It bothers me, even though I act like it doesn't bother me. It still kind of runs through my head when people say stuff like that. Like, I get told all the time that I'm full of myself, that I think I'm better than everyone, that I think I'm cooler than everyone, that I don't know, just like those kind of things, just because I have a YouTube and I have more followers than them, which I never brag to anyone how many followers I have from anything, and if anything, it's like I'm joking about it, and I would never say that to someone that I'm not close to. So I don't know why people get that like bad rap about me, that I'm full of myself and that I think I'm better than people. I get that a lot. I don't know, like people, like I'll hear it from other people, like they'll just say that. I don't know why. You know, I take it as a compliment though. I guess I seem confident to them, and it's not even that. Like, yeah, I am confident about myself and all that, but I never really rub that off onto people, and I never think I'm a bad person and all that. So I honestly don't know why people say that, and same with probably a lot of you guys. You're thinking right now of something someone said of you and you don't really understand it either. And one thing that really helps me with it, because it does bother me when people say I'm full of myself, because I really don't understand it. You just really have to, you just okay, I feel like I've said this so many times, but positivity runs the world. If you're positive, you are confident, well, not even confident, but if you're positive and optimistic about everything, like, nothing will matter in the world that is bad. Like, everything to you will be seen as a compliment or as a good thing or as a constructive criticism, or nothing will seem bad and sad and disappointing, or nothing. That's why positivity, I feel like, that's why I stress positivity so much to you guys, because once you are in a positive outlet or just in a positive state, life is just so much better, and nothing bothers you. When I'm a positive person, when I'm a positive person, that sounded weird. When I think positive and I hear something negative, it just skips by. I feel like I've been talking for the longest time ever. My throat hurts and I'm just ready to go drink some tea, you know, honestly. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this advice video. I tried to answer a lot-ish of them. I feel like I've been talking forever. But I will be doing these a little bit more frequently, maybe. I have to be in the mood to give advice, you know, sometimes you just aren't in the mood. food. But today I was, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and check out the links below, like my Instagram and my Twitter. And if you have any just messages that you didn't want to put on this Instagram picture, or you now have and you didn't follow me on Instagram or something, you can always message me on Tumblr. My Tumblr is down below. I will try and answer it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!